The stories you are about to see are real, taken directly from official files and court documents, and uncovered by the intrepid reporters of thesmokinggun.com. And we're not kidding.
The Tucson, Arizona police report chronicles the events of the night of December 30th, 2002, when Diana Ross was forced to stop in the name of the law.
I wonder which way's Motown.
At approximately 03:06 hours, dispatch advised of a citizen calling in a white Honda heading south in the north lane. This is Sullivan. That's a 10-4. As I approached Sabino, I saw a white car pull into a parking space in front of a video store.
Oh, whoops.
The vehicle had stopped at an angle in a handicapped parking space and walked toward the store, which was closed.
Whoops.
I stopped, and the female approached me.
Woo! Can you boys help me? I got lost. I was trying to get here to rent a video.
I noticed her eyes were watery and bloodshot. She had the strong odor of intoxicants on her breath. Her speech was slurred, and she swayed. Have you been drinking, ma'am?
Who, me? No.
Ma'am, I was in the area because someone had called in a vehicle driving the wrong way.
Oh.
Have you had anything to drink tonight, ma'am?
No.
Would you take a breath test to show that?
Sure.
She did poorly. Ms. Ross also took the one-leg stand test.
Oh. I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I stopped it at the toe count of 7. Then she fell down. She did poorly. Ms. Ross also took the alphabet number test.
C, D, E, F, G, H, K, L, 30. There.
She did poorly.
Piece of cake.
Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. If you waive that right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. She invoked her right to remain silent. I arrested Ms. Ross for extreme DUI at 01:05 hours.
Ain't no mountain high enough, but I am. I am.
Diana Ross's blood alcohol level was nearly triple the state maximum. She was sentenced to 2 days in jail. If you're planning a wedding, you might think twice about inviting this Michigan man who went on a drunken rampage at a reception in August 2003.
On August 23rd, 2003, at approximately midnight, I was dispatched to Gigi's Catering. The call came in as a fight in progress. I walked into the front door and found a large group of people dressed in wedding attire. They were yelling and screaming. I saw a white male to my right holding his right arm with a profusely bleeding finger. Half of his fingertip was missing. 2 females yelled for me to take care of another male to my left.
Dead! You're all friggin' dead! My friggin'
This is O'Leary. I'm requesting backup and an ambulance immediately.
Get off of me!
Sir, please! I'm a police officer! Get back here right now, sir!
The subject ran into a cooler, and I followed him. Once in the cooler, he fell down and started screaming uncontrollably.
Relax, relax, sir. Relax, buddy. Take it easy, pal. Calm down.
You calm down. You calm down.
Stay down, sir. Don't even think about it.
Wait,
Stay.
He then ran out past me into the dining area, where he was met by several subjects, and with their assistance, we wrestled him down into a chair, and we handcuffed him with 2 pair of cuffs.
You're under arrest, pal.
Get your hands off me, pig!
While ambulance personnel attended to the subject, I began to interview the witnesses. What did you see happen here today, sir? I was told that Mr. Van Straight was out of control, picking fights the entire evening.
I'm calm. I'm perfectly calm. You calm down. All right, shut up, lady. Sit back down.
He apparently had an altercation with a 9-year-old and smeared cake on the child's face.
Oh, look, you got some cake on your face.
When the child's father came over to tell him to stop, Van Straight punched him in the face.
Mind your own business.
And they began to grapple. During the grappling match, Van Straight bit off the man's finger. The groom pulled Van Straight off, and Van Straight bit the groom's thumb, causing a serious injury. Somewhere during this fight, the groom's mother was elbowed in the face by Van Straight and knocked to the floor. Witnesses say she may have lost consciousness for a short time. Van Straight, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. He was under arrest for assault with intent to do great bodily harm.
Michael Van Straight was tried and convicted on 2 counts of felonious assault and malicious destruction of personal property. Gary Moody's arrest in a New Hampshire park bathroom landed the 45-year-old convenience store owner in deep trouble.
On June 26, 2005, I was called to Lower Falls on Route 112. Upon my arrival, I was met by U.S. Forestry employee Robert Marvel. Mr. Marvel reported that a female entered the restroom and saw a man down in the vault looking up at her. He told me that when he entered the room to check, he saw a wake in the fluid. However, he did not see a person. Mr. Marvel told me that the only access to the vault the public had was through the toilet opening. This is the sheriff's department. Is anyone down there? No one responded. Oh, man. I then reached into the opening with my flashlight and saw a male subject standing in the farthest corner of the tank, pressed up against the wall. Step forward so I can see you. At this request, he complied with my order and presented himself to me. The subject was later identified as Gary James Moody. What are you doing down there?
Well, sir, I was changing my clothes in the stall when I dropped my wedding ring into the toilet. It's very valuable. I couldn't go home without it, so I climbed down through the hole, and while I was looking for it, someone came in, and I was embarrassed, so I hid.
Why were you in the ladies' room in the first place?
Well, the men's room was busy.
I called for the Conway Fire Department to assist in the removal and decontamination of Mr. Moody.
Oh, man.
The EMTs pointed to Mr. Moody's foot to show him he had a cut that was bleeding.
It's okay, I had my waders on.
What waders? You didn't say anything about waders.
I took them off when I was in the tank. After I dropped my ring, I went to my truck and put on my waders, and then came back and climbed into the tank.
Why didn't you just go and report what happened to the park ranger on duty?
Well,
After he was decontaminated, Mr. Moody was arrested for disorderly conduct and removed from the scene. The tank was drained. A pair of waders was found, but there was no ring or any other item of value.
Gary Moody was charged with criminal trespass, in addition to disorderly conduct. When it comes to Marilyn Manson's list of demands for his dressing room and tour bus, you'd expect something a little more sinister from the self-proclaimed Antichrist superstar.
Marilyn Manson requires the following: 1 box of Kellogg's Corn Flakes, 1 loaf of white bread, 1 bag of beef jerky, 2 packages of Velveeta mac and cheese, 1 box of microwave popcorn, 1 pint of Silk Vanilla soy milk, Country Crock margarine, deli sharp cheddar cheese slices, 1 pound of fresh ground beef, 1 can of Manwich mix and hamburger buns, 6 cans of Hanson's root beer, 6 cans of Hanson's cherry vanilla soda, 6 cans of ginger ale, 6 cans of Diet Coke, 1/2 gallon of 2% milk, 1 bottle of Cristal or Moet champagne, 1 fruit tray with strawberries and watermelon, 1 bag of potato chips, 1 jar of ranch dip, 1 bag of white corn Doritos, 1 jar of paste salsa, medium hot, 1 bag of assorted chocolate minis, 5 packages of sweetened Kool-Aid, and 2 bags of gummy bears.